So South Africa take a deserved 1-0 victory in this game. As we take a look back at the highlights from the match, there was action aplenty at both ends, and it came from a penalty corner earned by Kayla Dembakken. That gave South Africa opportunity at goal, and it was player of the match, Jean-Louis du Toit. At first had an opportunity, came off the post in the first penalty corner. And look at this, she made amends just minutes later to earn South Africa the goal they had been searching for. She's an extremely powerful player and deadly at penalty corner time. But Ireland were without, also had plenty of opportunities to fight their way back into this game. All they were hoping for was a draw. A draw would have seen them through to the last 8 at their very first time at the championship. Kayla de Waal had shown some great skill along the touchline and earned South Africa penalty corner. In fact, they had 9 of them in total. Jean-Louis du Toit firing off a couple of opportunities. Kayla de Waal then had a second bite at the cherry, but sending it over the top. It's good play. Through they came, through Shifra O'Brien. And Ireland were looking menacing and threatening all the time, but it was those fine margins that let them down. Shot coming in from Kwifa Perdue.
It was Luna Forker who opened the scoring in the 3rd minute from a penalty corner before the tournament's now leading goal scorer, Jip Dekker, made it 2-0 early in the 2nd quarter. After a good first quarter from Zimbabwe, the floodgates open. The floods open then with player of the match, Noor Omrani, getting her first, a reverse stick into the bottom. Jip Dekker got her second as she reacted quickest to a goal line melee and getting a touch from a cross from De Wit through the legs of Matheson. 4-0 at that stage. 4-0 became 5-0 as Bidsma got a beautiful little touch that just trickled the ball past the keeper. 5 would become 6 as a deflection from Steensma made it 6-0. Jip Dekker was tired of not being in the goals and did a beautiful reverse stick to make it 7 before Luna Forker got back in on the action with her 8th. Jip Dekker completed the hat-trick before half-time with 9, and that was the score at the break. It was a 9-0. After a long delay from Lightning, we started once again, and Josephine Murray capitalized on a poor cross before the goal of the game. Maria Steensma finishing off after a wonderful ball from her skipper. Rosa Meyer was the player on the end of receiving that cross before Noor Omrani raised the roof with another fine goal. Murray copied her earlier goal to make it 14-0, and Steensma was the benefactor after a baseline run and gave her a ball in the middle of the park. Noor Omrani, of course, ran out of space, but she didn't need much to fire that into the side of the net. That took it to 16-0, equaling the record before Metsoventa did what can only be known as cute in a finish that finished into the bottom corner. And 18-0, the final score when Jip Dekker got another, although she wobbled off with a sore knee. They opened the scoring early on when Juarez picked up the ball, a great drive towards the far post after the turn to create space. And of course it was Donnelly who finished on the post. A great goal to set things on their way. They thought that Canada thought they were getting back in, but unable to get a stick to it. And it would be a moment that Canada would regret, because not long after they missed this, a deflection off of Goodman's stick gave USA the goal. It made it 2-0, and that was unfortunately already at that point for Canada. That was all she wrote as Ramsey celebrated her goal. Sessa had a great shot saved. They then thought they had brought it back with Dickerson, but she hit the post and it came out. It was the inch of the post again, 3-0, but they didn't have to wait too long to make it 3-0 as De Vries drove in to the middle, and Hope Rose just smashed it in through the legs. Indignant little strike of true quality. There was time for one more goal, and that goal came on the back of a deflection at a penalty corner time where Peterson claimed it. 4-0 to USA, winners through to the quarterfinal, where they will face against USA, where they will face England. And that ball struck, of course, although it wouldn't have counted. What a great save. And that brings us to a wrap in this game. Of course, the stats were fairly even. USA took a big advantage in the stats in that last quarter, but really an even game for most of the game. USA, the difference really just being about the quality. So the results from today: South Africa beating Ireland, Netherlands 18-0 against Zimbabwe, a Junior World Cup history record, and USA getting the victory over Canada. Tomorrow, Austria, Korea, both looking to get the win. Argentina, Uruguay, Malaysia, India, before we wrap the day up with Germany taking on Wales. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing you the coverage today. Big moment, big game for South Africa, getting through to the quarterfinal of their home World Cup. We'll be with you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. See you on the turf.